Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be reading another book about spring. So the title of our book today is The Thing About Spring. The author is Daniel Kirk. The author writes the words, the author writes the words. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the author writes the words. And Daniel Kirk also illustrated the pictures. The illustrator draws the pictures, the illustrator draws the pictures. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the illustrator draws the pictures. Okay, let's talk about the parts of the book. What part of the book is this? That's right, it's the back cover. What part of the book is this? The front cover, you got it. What part of the book is this? The spine. And what part of the book are all these? The pages. And what part of the book is this? Very good, it's the title page. So when I'm looking at the cover of my book, I notice that there's animals on the cover. I notice that there's some snow melting. So I'm going to make a prediction looking at the cover of the book. So I think the animals in the story are going to be having fun getting ready for spring to arrive. So it's your turn to make a prediction with your grown-up. I think. Okay, let's see if your prediction comes true. The world looks a little different today, Mouse said one bright morning. It smells different too, said Bird. There are buds on the trees and new colors in the sky, and I feel warm and happy. Me too, said Mouse. Spring is finally here. Hooray! So are Bird and Mouse happy about spring finally arriving? They certainly are happy. Mouse and Bird hurried to share the good news with their friends. Rabbit was in the meadow, busy with a shovel and a pail. What are you doing, Rabbit? Mouse called. Saving snow while I still can, Rabbit grumbled. We won't see any more until next year. But spring is coming, chirped Bird. Aren't you excited? So is Rabbit excited that spring is coming? No, he's a little bit disappointed. And he's trying to save all the snow he can in his pail. Excited? Said Rabbit. Ha! The thing about spring is that I won't be able to follow my friends' tracks in the snow. Then I won't be able to find them. But now you won't be cold, said Bird, and you won't have to look for me because I'll be right beside you. Me too, said Mouse. So I think Bird and Mouse are trying to make Rabbit feel better. You won't have to track us down, they're saying, because guess what? We're going to be playing with you in the spring in the warm weather. I wonder if Rabbit's going to be happy with that. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that I won't be able to make snow bunnies anymore. I won't be able to build snow forts either. You know how much I have fun doing that stuff. And I won't be able to make snowballs to throw at my favorite targets. But little shoots will grow out of the ground, Mouse said, so you won't have to look far to find delicious things to eat. So tell your grown-up, what is Bunny gonna miss most? What is Rabbit gonna miss most about the snow? He's gonna miss making snow bunnies. He's gonna miss making snow forts and throwing snowballs. But Mouse is trying to be encouraging still and say, but hey, you're gonna be able to eat these little green sprouts that are coming up. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that Bear is waking up. You know how bad he smells at the end of a long winter, and I'm sure he's gonna want a great big hug. Oh, Rabbit, said Bear with a yawn. Just because I'm a little stinky doesn't mean we can't share a big hug. I want a hug too, said Bird. Me 3, said Mouse. So who's waking up now, their friend? Bear is coming out of hibernation to wake up when it's springtime and it's warm out. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that it rains when you're not expecting it. But rain brings out the flowers, said Mouse. And the worms, said Bird. And it makes you clean, said Bear, and ready for more hugs. So is Rabbit happy yet that it's springtime? Not quite yet, even though his friends are trying to convince him spring is a great time. Because then the rain brings the flowers, the rain brings the worms for Bird to eat, the rain will help Bear clean off and give more hugs. So they're trying to tell Rabbit how great springtime is going to be. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, it's that when the days get longer and the nights get shorter, and I'm a cranky bunny when I don't get enough sleep. But in the spring, we need more daytime because there's so many things to do, said Bird. So in the spring, when the sun stays out longer and we get to play outside more, Bear, Bird, and Mouse are super happy about that. But Rabbit's saying, but I just want to be able to sleep so I'm not cranky. I don't think Rabbit's convinced yet that he wants spring to come. In the spring, I love to make loop-de-loos and race the clouds through the sky, said Bird. In the spring, I love to nibble tasty buds and dig tunnels in the soft pine needles, said Mouse. In the spring, I love to splash in the lake and dance in the sun, said Bear. Spring is just wonderful. So now they're telling Rabbit some of the things they like to do in the spring. So Bear likes to splash in the lake and dance in the sun. And the mouse likes to dig tunnels in the soft pine needles. And the birds like to do loop-de-loos in the clouds. I wonder what Rabbit's gonna say next. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that all the animals chatter on, and the racket, it hurts my ears. I'll try to be more quiet, whispered Bird. Me too, whispered Mouse. Me 3, whispered Bear. But it's hard not to make a little bit of noise. So why doesn't the rabbit like the springtime now? Because all the animals are too loud. But why do you think the animals are loud? Because they're having fun in the spring. They're out and about and enjoying the sun. When spring is here. Uh-oh, do you think Bear's being very quiet right now? All right, Rabbit sighed. I suppose no one can stop the seasons from changing. But the thing about spring is that when I stomp around so much and the sun is so warm, it makes me really thirsty. Wonder what they're thinking. If Rabbit gets thirsty, what can they do? Me too, said Bear. I think we're all a little bit thirsty. Well then, said Rabbit, you should be glad I saved some snow. Look inside my pail. The thing about spring is that it's full of surprises. So what was Rabbit putting into his pail, shoveling into his pail at the beginning of the story? Good, he was shoveling all the snow into his pail. And now that it's spring and the warm sun is hitting all that snow in his pail, what's going to happen to all the snow? It's going to melt. So let's see what happens to all of the snow in his pail. It's wonderful, Bird chirped. Now the spring is here. The snow is turned into water. It's like the winter gave us a present before it went away, said Mouse. So now all the snow turned into water. It melted into the water. Rabbit won't be thirsty now. I found some cups, Rabbit said. Dip in. It will be our last taste of winter and our first sip of spring, said Bird. Here's to spring, said Bear. I think it's gonna be great. Me too, said Bird. Me three, said Mouse. The friends looked at Rabbit. Do you think Rabbit's gonna agree with them? Do you think Rabbit's finally ready for springtime? Let's find out. Oh, all right, me four. Spring is here. Hooray! And all the animals are playing outside in the springtime. So I want you friends to tell your grown-up who are the characters in the story. Good. We had Rabbit as the character. We had Bear as a character. We had Bird as a character. And we had Mouse as a character. Those were the 4 animal characters in our story. Now, what is the setting of the story? Where is it taking place outside? Oh, I just gave you the answer. Silly Miss Pavlak. Yes, the setting is where in the story it's taking place, and it's taking place outside. So why was Rabbit so unhappy that spring was coming? Go ahead, tell your grown-up, why was Rabbit so unhappy? So Rabbit liked winter because Rabbit could throw snowballs and make snow bunnies and build snow forts. And Rabbit liked it when the days were not as sunny and long because he liked to sleep and be nice and cozy. And Rabbit also didn't like when Bear came out of hibernation and was kind of smelly and wanted a great big hug. But Rabbit's animal friends convinced Rabbit that it's okay that spring is coming because they get to play outside, they get to do loop-de-loos in the air, they get to play in the pine needles, they get to take a shower in the rain, and most of all, they get to play together. And it's a good thing that spring is coming. And the last thing Rabbit was worried about was that the springtime is hot and he's going to be thirsty. But it was okay because Rabbit saved all of the snow from the winter. And together the friends were able to share all the snow that melted into water and have a cup of water when they were thirsty in the springtime. So at the end of the story, tell your grown-ups, how is Rabbit feeling about spring? Rabbit was finally happy. Rabbit said, hooray, it's springtime. So all the characters convinced Rabbit that spring is a good thing. All right, friends. Now, yesterday we practiced writing the number 0, 1, and 2. Today we're going to practice writing the number 3. So if you have a piece of paper and a pencil again, go ahead, pause the video and go get it. Okay. Remember, I'm trying to save as much paper as I can. So I'm going to do mine a little bit close together. But we're going to start at the top when we make our 3, and we're going to go around a tree, around a tree. That's the way we make a 3. Around a tree, around a tree. That's the way we make a 3. Okay, you try. Around a tree, around a tree. That's the way we make a 3. Okay, try one more for me. Around a tree, around a tree. That's the way we make a 3. Very nice. Now your mom or dad could send me a picture of your very best number 3 that you wrote. to make my heart happy. And before we end our lesson today, I just want to go over some words that rhyme today. So my turn first, and then you can echo. So ready? Sun, fun. Good. Sun, fun, rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Everyone say sun, fun. Okay. Then next set of words. Mop, top. They rhyme because they sound the same at the end. Mop, top. Okay. Another set of words. Hot pot. Say them with me. Hot pot. They rhyme because they sound the same at the end. What about chin fin? They rhyme because they sound the same. Say it with me. Chin fin. What about eat feet? They rhyme, they sound the same. Say it with me. Eat feet. Last one. Big pig. They rhyme too because they sound the same at the end. All our words today rhyme. Big pig. Say it with me. Big pig. All right, let's end by saying one nursery rhyme together. I'm thinking back to some of the ones we learned in school. Let's say hickory dickory dock together. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. And let's do I'm a little teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, then I shout, dip me over and pour me out. Nice job, friends. That is all for today. I will see you in tomorrow's video.